Hello. So today we're going to add 376 and 187. We're going to start by using our estimate strategy. What this means is I'm going to draw a number line and then I'm going to start by estimating our numbers. I'm going to round them all the way down to the nearest 100. So for this, I'm going to do 300. And then for the 187, I'm also going to round down and I'm going to make that 100. So we know at the bottom of our estimate, we're going to have 300 plus 100, which is 400. This is going to go on our left-hand side of the number line. That's our low estimate. Now we're going to do the same, but we're going to round up to the nearest 100. So for 376, it's 400, and 187, it's going to be 200. So 400 plus 200 is going to equal 600. And that's what we're going to put on the right-hand side of our number line. Our number that we're adding is going to be at some point in between 400 and 600. That's just what we know. So our second strategy is that we are going to use base 10 blocks. What we have here is our 307 for our rods, which is 70, and then the ones down below, which are 6, plus 188 rods and 7, 187. So we're going to be combining our smallest values together to be able to make our larger pieces. So for our ones, we're going to take our 6 from that one side, and we're going to add 4 to make 10. That would make one rod. So we're going to take those away and replace it with a rod. Now we only have 3 on that one side, which means that we can't make a whole other one. So we're going to leave that onto the side for now. We're going to do the exact same thing with the rods to be able to make a plate. We're going to do our 8 from this one side, and then our 2 from the other side to make 10. We know that's going to make one plate, so we're going to take those away and put a plate down. Now when we count our 10s that are left, we only have 6. That's not enough to make a whole other one. So we now know that there's going to be 6 rods. Put those aside, and then we're going to count our plates. Our plates don't get any bigger, so we're just going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know that there are 5 big plates, 6 rods, and 3 ones, which is going to be 563 when we write it down here on the piece of paper. 3 for the ones, 6 for the tens position, because there are 10s for the rods, and then 5 big bricks, which are 500. So that's 563. Now, we use the base 10 block method, and what we're going to do now is David's way. What this looks like is I'm going to take 376, and I'm going to add 187 to it. But I'm going to break the 187 down into its 3 main pieces, the hundreds, the tens, and the ones. And on the number line, we're going to skip those numbers. So to start, we're going to start with 100. Make one big jump, plus 100, and then we're going to do our math on the side. So 376 plus 100, 6, 7, 4. So 476 is our first stop. We now know that that's done. Next, we're going to move on to 80. So we're going to jump 80 plus 80. And now we're going to do our math for 476 plus 80. We are stuck. 8 plus 7 does equal 15, but we're going to have to put the 1s onto the other side. So we're only going to write the 5s there, and then the 1 connects with the 4. So our next stop is 556. And then finally, we're going to jump 7. 556 plus 7. 7 and 6 equal 13. So again, we're going to move that 1 over and only draw the 1 or the 3 down below. Add them up and carry the 5, and that's going to be 563. So now what we're going to do is just take a look at our answer. So we have 563 from base 10 and from David's way, and that is between 400 and 600. It's kind of over here though. So we know that our estimate was too big for our numbers. So we, as a group, we always like to find those benchmark numbers to make it easy for ourselves. And we know that 5 plus 5 equals 10. So if we did 350, there's that 5. Let me write it down. So if we do 350, put the 5 there, plus 150, there's that other 5 from both. We're rounding those down still, but we're rounding them a little closer. So then we're going to add those together, and that's going to equal 500. So then our number line would only be 100 long, and that gives us more of an exact number to be able to be a lot closer to for when we have to do our work.